Oh, September 22nd. It is 2022. Today, my dad would have been 76 years old. And a year ago, I endeavored to start recording video memories of my father in order to have 75 memories for 75 years. Well, 76 years today, I only got through about 20 of them. So I'm going to quickly try to finish that up and get 76 memories, maybe even some bonus ones for my dad. So just really some quick memories. Starting out with something really heavy duty is dad was the ultimate grandpa to my kids. According they just I mean, the amount of times he calls them, pursued them, would get into their interest, want to know what they're up to. Words don't really describe. Total non sequitur changes. The first computer we ever had was an Apple II computer, and one day we turned it on and we just had all this gobbledygook of text and everything on the screen. Apparently there was a static shock that fried one of the integrated circuits. So my dad takes it to Micro Center. This is in the early 80s, and said, well, we're going to have to do diagnostic on every integrated circuit on this board to find out what it was, and it's going to cost about $2,000, blah blah, something like that. It's crazy. And my dad said, well, what if I just replace all of those circuits on that row without diagnosing which one the problem is? Well, that will be a couple $100. And he's like, well, just give me some new circuits then. Forget that. So my dad became a Apple II engineer that day, and I always thought that was really cool. I want to do a little section on considerate gifts. My dad was very concerned that my daughter Kathleen would get cold in Chicago, so he insisted on researching what boots would be good for her and decided on Cole Haan boots, and ended up finding flannel jeans with flannel liners in it, because he was very concerned that Kathleen would get cold. When I was a kid, I really liked kind of westerns, etc. And my dad, Little House on the Prairie, and my dad built me a Frontier wagon by taking an old radio flyer wagon and then bending conduit over into arcs and then stretching fabric over it. He didn't tell me what it was going to be. He just surprised me with that. So he made me a DIY Frontier wagon. Always was getting Ian fresh jeans. Every time you saw Ian's jeans were all like torn up and stuff, and he'd be like, oh, let's go get you some jeans. Or sometimes he would come with jeans already. Kathleen really enjoyed organizing and office supplies, and I love the fact that he would give her a giant box of office supplies as a present. I mean, they both were kindred spirits like that. He was one of my favorite stories is getting my wife Adrienne an iPhone case. She got a new iPhone. He always wanted everyone to be properly phoned up, and he goes, which case do you want? And she picked a case, and he said, that's exactly the one I thought you would pick. And that's just a weird little memory, but it meant so much to us. My dad also always made sure we had those little suction snake bite kits when I was little. Whenever I would go traveling, even I was like in Switzerland, which is really cold, and he wanted me to have a snake bite kit, so he got me one of those little deals with a tourniquet and everything. Later find out those don't really help, but he always had snake bite kits handy because he had a phobia of snakes. Another considerate gift was, wow, how many people were on his phone plan. He ended up getting a corporate phone plan so he could get all these people on his phone plan. It was just super generous. And finally, another very considerate gift. He gave us a Speed Queen washer. You know, I was researching, we had a washer break, and researching what would last the longest with the least bells and whistles, and I find Speed Queen. I mentioned that. He goes, oh, I've got all these files on Speed Queen. I've been researching it too. And he got me a bunch of Speed. He ordered us one right away, and he would call like, so, have you done the first wash? Has Adrienne done the first wash? What was it like? Can you put her on the phone? Was it fun? And he had a childlike glee with giving gifts. So that was another one. So that's some memories here. Let's see, that was memory 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we've got 30 of the 75. I'm going to do another video in just a moment.